Hey again, this is Mark with Evo Ballistics. In this video, I'll start with one of the modules of the EB Mark 1 to analyze your different shots. In this one, we'll take care of the deviation module. Now, to access the deviation, we simply go to our analytics and then go for the first tile here labeled, fittingly, deviation. What we see here is a comparison of the different shots that are currently in the series. At the moment, for the series that we have selected, we've got 6 shots and all of them are displayed here. We see a graphical representation of each shot compared to the average muzzle velocity for each of them. So what we see in the bottom here, this is where we see our average, which is in this case 897 meters per second. And we have our maximum and our minimum differences, or rather maximum plus and negative difference. So we see we have a very small spread of about 6 meters in the positive side and minus 7 meters per second in the negative. This gives us a maximum muzzle velocity here of 903 meters per second and a minimum of 890. This gives us a spread, also fittingly labeled here, of 13.1 meters per second, which would be about 1.46% of the velocities. Of course, we can also calculate our standard deviation, but it should always be noted that the standard deviation should usually contain about 20 shots or more, just for this to make mathematical sense. Lastly, we here have the option to change an acceptance window for a plus or minus percentage spread. Right now we are set to 2.5%, and this means that all of these bars right now are labeled blue. If we were to change this to 1%, we can see how the changes are significantly larger now in the overall view here. But everything is still blue because it's all still within this 1% acceptance spread. If we were to change this to, let's say, 0.7, we can then see how the second shot here is now labeled red because it's outside of this 0.7% acceptance window at nearly 0.8% difference. And this means that this shot is outside of our acceptance. What should be noted here, by the way, is that the newest shot in our series, so in case we have more than 6 shots, or rather more than 9 that can be displayed on screen at any given time, the newest shot will always be added on the left side. This may sound a little strange or counterproductive right now, but the more shots we add, the more interested we are only ever in the latest shots. And because if we were to add them on the right, we would then always see them be sent out to the right here, and then we would have to use the slider to get to our latest shot. This way we have changed it around that the newest one is always on the left, and this is the first one that we take a look at. And this is how basically you use the deviation. You can always export all of this information using the export button and then open this file in, for example, Excel.